Dickie's Diary 111. Good day, friends, followers and fans. It has been a while since I posted a diary entry. The reason being that I have been separated from my diary for an extended period. Not by choice, you understand, but by the terrible quirks of fate, a fickle and fiendish mistress indeed. On our way back from Tokyo, we were relaxing on the plane, watching videos, reading a good book, chatting to a colleague about the success of the trip, and ripping into the open bar with assistance from the reluctant cabin crew. "Are you sure you have not had quite enough, Mr. Hardwick? Keep 'em coming, Itchy, and don't stop until I'm fast asleep. If you see my glasses empty, I want to see you approaching with that bottle." "But Mr. Hardwick, we are only allowed to give 3 shots of Johnny Walker Blue Label to each customer, and that is usually reserved for first class." "Well, I've got good news for you, Itchy. I am first class, a first-class author, and I don't see any Air Japan board officers keeping a tally of my top-ups. Now get a move on. My bloody glass is nearly empty. There it is now. Hurry up." Luckily, they had a second bottle of the blue on board. As Itchy eventually told me, the first bottle had been depleted. At first, they were denying its existence, as I expect they might have gotten in trouble for opening another when the first had been full on departure. Being chef de mission for an Olympic team is thirsty work, I find, and Itchy soon changed his tune when I frog-marched him down the aisle to the galley, where a routine search soon uncovered the whereabouts of a second bottle. I knew it! After all that trouble, I made sure that Itchy filled my tumbler to the brim, so he did not need to bother coming to see me, at least for another half an hour, and that would enable him to spend some time tending to the needs of other passengers. Never let it be said that I am not, if anything, an inconsiderate passenger. "Itchy, I forgot something. Bring me some peanuts, now!" After an extended flight, I was a little worse for wear as we disembarked the plane, my legs wobbling and my balance impaired. And as we arrived at immigration control, I was lagging behind my teammates. Never leave a man behind, bastards! Sadly, in my disoriented state, I made my way to the non-resident queue and lined up with a bunch of Afghanistan refugees seeking asylum in East Seacliff following the resurgence of the Taliban in their own country. Careless, I call it. When I get a resurgence of field mice, it happens every year in the spring. I just negotiate with them peacefully in order for us to settle our differences and to find common ground to form a humane working alliance. This never works, of course, so I then resort to mouse napalm, or rat poison, in other words. I love the smell of dead mice in the morning. Anyway, somebody picked my pocket while I was in the queue. How could I have felt a hand in my pocket in my inebriated state? And so, at the counter, I had no passport to show, no credit cards, driving license, or any money. How embarrassing. Sadly, the bastard immigration officer refused to hear my chef de mission story and promptly had me escorted to the detention cells, where I have been ever since. Eventually, Mrs. Hardwick came to collect me. It took her 3 months. She said she needed a holiday too, which she had been enjoying. And to top things off, when I went to play golf, no one had missed me. "You have been here every day," they said, "with your amazing tan and your long hair and beard." "That wasn't me, it was that bloody pickpocket." "We should have known, Dickie. You were breaking 74 every round. You've never been that good." Bastards!